Okay. So, okay. Hello, Wendy. It's so nice to see you. The intention of this short interview is to really share a little bit about you as an amazing female entrepreneur doing great work in Florida, and also talking a little bit about how you experienced the mentoring of me and going through the thinking into results process. So I start right away with first question. Thank you for being here, Wendy. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do, and what's your struggle in life?
So I'm Wendy Basilico. I thank you, Natalie, for having me. I am the owner, the founder, the CEO of Live Your June. It is a coaching consulting company that we partner with ambitious individuals and teams and guiding them on their journey to uncover like their profound sense of identity and empowering them to make lasting impact in the world. So that's what we do. I am a host of a podcast called Journey to June. And we interview people that walk the walk of living their June and leading at an extraordinary level and leaving an impact for future generations. And what my personal struggle, it's a journey, right? Like we are living a journey about who we are. And what my struggle was at a very young age was that I was really athletic and I really didn't feel smart enough, good enough to do anything beyond sport. And so when college and university had stopped and my athletic career had ended, I was really lost inside of my gut. Even though everything I was doing on paper looked good, on my resume looked like I had it all together, inside for 30 years, 29 years, I felt very lost, very insecure, very lacking confidence in myself, lacking a knowing of self. So did I consciously know that? No. But when I look back through learning of my journey, I know I still have unwinding of my confidence. So that is my journey of discovering self still to this day. It's a constant evolution. But that is what I do. And that's been my struggle. And part of where I got to wake up, an awakening of self, was through sport. I picked up golf at the age of 29, left my career, and it was not even a sport I wanted to play, but something was pulling at me and I walked towards it. And I played professional for 7 years. I grinded, traveled, played with some of the best players in the world, some of the best instructors in the world. And I learned through the sport what it was that I was missing. Because there was no one. Sport taught me that I had to have confidence in order to play at the performance at the level I wanted to play at. I couldn't get on the course and play in a tournament and hope it worked out. I had to be very sure of myself. And through playing, and I taught also for 10 years at very elite country clubs, where I taught billionaires. And to me, the biggest thing I learned through playing and teaching golf is that you could be really successful, but still not really be clear on your mindset and who you are. And that is what my mission is, to help people discover that. And part of me being the best leader at Live Your June and leading at the level that I desire to live at or lead at is I have to keep discovering my best self. So I lead my team, I lead the people I serve. And so this is why I worked with Natalie. I chose Natalie because she's one of a million. So that's pretty much what I hope that's said enough, Natalie.
Yes, thank you, Wendy. And could you elaborate a little bit more on how the course Thinking into Results has changed you? What's the difference? Because you invested so many years in your personal development. And what was different about this course?
And you're right, Natalie. I have invested a ton through the years between sport and self-development. But this course really turned another level for me, where I got to acknowledge the blind spots that still exist in my thinking and my belief in myself and my self-image of what I put out in the world. So it opened my eyes to the work that I still need to do on myself. It really got me to commit to my rituals that are helping me see what I want to put out in the world. So the work with you, Natalie, and the work with Thinking into Results, it's magical in the way that most courses aren't, in the sense of like accountability, getting you to think deeper, looking into your subconscious way of being, your paradigm that has really brought you where you are right now, even though you have a knowing you're supposed to be beyond that. And I just wish I had the course earlier when I was playing golf, Natalie.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's what did you like about me being your mentor, or maybe you didn't like?
It's funny that you say I didn't like. No, I personally, as an athlete and a person that lives in this arena right now as a mindset coach and a mentor, is you say the hard things when I can't see what you just see things I can't see, and you say the hard thing, and that's what takes you to the next level, to have accountability, to have the love from someone who believes in you and is willing to say have hard conversations to get you to see things that you maybe think you've got it, but you have to, the subconscious is blinding you from what you want. And I think you are really magical in the way that you believe, you bring so much joy to the calls, yet you're really pushing the way I think and the way I believe and my capabilities. Like you believe probably more than I believe I'm capable of. And that's what's oozing out of me after this whole course, is this bigger belief in self and what I need to do to get there. And you have brought that to me. So I appreciate it. And I love you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. You're giving me wings, Wendy. So maybe a last question. If people, another question first. If do you have some advice for people who want to take back their lives? Because a lot of people are struggling, and they want to go to the next level, maybe as an entrepreneur, or they want to start their own company, or they would want to take up a leadership role. What is your advice for my audience?
My advice is, whether we are all leaders, whether we're a parent, whether we're leading a company, whether we're leading a team, we are all leaders leading our community. The first thing that is necessary is to look in. You have to look into yourself and master and study yourself, so you know exactly who you are and what is it you want to create in the world. And nothing else, in my opinion, matters until you do the inner work. You cannot lead, you cannot parent consciously. And when you understand who you are and really keep studying, I'm still studying myself. It's then that we can like do the magic in our teams, in our companies, and create extraordinary, really put into life the extraordinary imagination and creativity that we desire to put out in the world. Only does that happen if we do the work on self. That's my main thing for the world today, is like, you can always look out, you got to look in first. And that's
yeah, but I think that's the most difficult part, and you can't do that all by yourself, I think. No?
Oh no. No. No, I mean, it's funny, I was just struggling with this as my own being as a coach. And our industry is like, put more information. There is plenty of information out there. There is plenty of information, and you can get anything that Natalie and I could go put out all information. But the only way the shift happens is when you have accountability with a coach, with someone that can guide you in finding the genius inside of you. That's the only way. And I struggled with this with last week, because someone just sent me a message as a coach to put out a menu out in the world, a menu of all these courses. And I was like, well, that's not my jam. My jam is literally helping ambitious human beings that are willing to do the work. And when you do the work on yourself, the magic happens, and you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, I think I completely agree with that vision. So if people want to reach out to you, if they want to listen to your podcast, where can they find you?
Great. Well, it'd be an honor to you to check out my podcast. It's called Journey to June. So you can find it on any platform, Spotify, Apple. We have a website, liveyourjune.com. You can reach me at Wendy at liveyourjune.com. We have Instagram, liveyourjune.com, or sorry, at liveyourjune. But yeah, reach out. We're open. We're here for you. But I just want to say to the people listening, like, you're in the right hands with Natalie. She's amazing, and she is a extraordinary leader. And to me, she's been an angel in my life before I even worked with her. She's been she lives with her heart, and she sees the good beyond what you can see for yourself, and really believes in people in a deep way. So that's all I'm
Oh,
gonna say.
Wendy, oh, you give me goosebumps. So thank you. I'm so grateful that you just shared your personal story, your struggles, and also you gave some advice to this wonderful audience. And I will certainly put your information in the chat. And maybe one final thing, I think you're organizing a retreat. Maybe some people of the audience are going to Florida. You never know. When is your retreat? And could you share a little bit more about that?
Sure. Our retreat isn't like your normal retreat. It's a deep dive into self, but we use nature as we're exploring a deeper sense. And the whole goal is really to pause and shut off the noise in our world, so we can reconnect to the inner wisdom that's within ourselves, and learn. We really dive into our journey of our past and how we want to imagine the future journey going forward. It's a magical 4 days, and it's here in Jupiter, Florida, and it is in mid-May. I think it's May 16th to the 18th, and I can also share that link as well with our. And you can reach out to me if you want more information, if you want to hop on a call. But yeah, like any of this work that you dive in with really passionate leaders, whether it's me, Natalie, it will shift you in a way not just for yourself, but the people around you.
Yeah, and I think yeah, that's so important, because if you change from the inside, your environment will change, and you will have a positive impact on your family, on in your community, and that's so beautiful what you can do for the community then. But it all starts with yourself. So
Yeah.
thank you very much, Wendy. We'll call it a day here, but I'm very grateful that you took the time in your very busy schedule to share with me some beautiful insights. So thank you very much.
For all that you do, Natalie. Thank you.